Hey y'all, whether it's morning, evening, or afternoon, I'm just glad that you guys had decided to vibe with E. Yes, the one and only E. Hey y'all, I hope y'all are doing amazing, feeling amazing, and just being amazing overall. And if not, it's okay. Your time is coming soon, my friend. Remember, bad times don't last forever. After every storm, there is a rainbow. Okay. So also I want to say again, happy September. We are in the second week of September. I hope you all are, like I say all the time, feeling good, feeling blessed, getting yourself together. And if not, it's coming, my friend. We have these days, we have these moments. Whoever you believe in, they're preparing you for better, and just stay put and have faith in them, okay? Before we get a little started, I just want to say, first and foremost, I know you guys are so used to me now recording visuals of me while I'm recording for y'all to hear me, just like verbally, the audio version. Today, for this topic, it's very, very touchy. So I won't be recording my face due to the fact that I feel like with this topic, it should not even be me showing my face because it's so touchy. And then on top of that, most of the time the videos I do record are like, good or like normal type vibes, but this one is very dear to me because September is filled with a lot of stuff, but this one right here really, really, really hit the nail for me. So I will not be recording my face for this one because this one is very, 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 very sensitive. And my whole purpose and goal of this one is for you guys to just listen and don't see my face with my reactions, because I feel like if I was to record, I might break down and cry. I'm not even really lying to you, because this vibe of the day is very touchy and is very serious. As you guys know now, I've transferred from just, talking about any and everything. Now it's just focused on mind, body, and soul. And this impacts a lot with your mind, your body, and your soul, because it's a part of life. And as a person that is going to school to be a social worker, I have to prepare myself to listen to these stories. And I know you guys have also probably dealt with these things or heard these things, or as always, if you work in the profession that deals with children or adults and it impacts with mind, body, and soul, this also is going to not rub you the wrong way, but it's also going to be a very touchy situation. But we need to educate not only ourselves but others, because we are probably the ones that can help. Before a problem escalates so deeply, we should be the ones to prevent it now so they can get the help they deserve. Okay? So without further ado, let's get into it. Oh, I forgot to say, I forgot something. As always, if you're new here, welcome, welcome, welcome. And for the ones that are not new to this but true to this, hey y'all, what's up? What's popping? And let's get into it. So today's vibe of the day is National Suicide Prevention Month. Yes, this is why I didn't want to record, because it's while I was doing the research and preparing for this, it hurt my feelings really bad, because it's like this is a very touchy situation, and we all go through it, and we know people that have been through this and things like that. Also, September is also in honor of National Sickle Cell. However, I didn't really want to go deep into that because I don't know. I don't know as much about it. I might, put a little razzle dazzle out there for it. But I really wanted to talk about National Suicide Prevention Month, because this whole motive is to help people that are going through suicidal thoughts, minds, emotions, and help them get prevented, for them to like keep it going. And if you are a person that deals with mind, body, and soul, such as teachers, social workers, therapists, counselors, whatever the case may be, y'all already know how it is. Confidentiality. We always say, whatever you and I say and discuss is confidential unless you're trying to hurt yourself, harm others, or a child is in harm. Okay, so that impacts with, suicidal and things like that. So I'm gonna give y'all a little background before I get into it. So here we go. Even though today is let me get it right, September the 11th, National Suicide Prevention the Day is September 10th. But however, they still honor it within the month. So the actual day that, they created and started and embraced and mind body this situation, this topic was September 10th. I didn't get into the year of it, but I know I just seen September 10th on there. However, y'all know I always, vibes of the day is always Wednesdays. If you're new here, every vibe that I put out is every Wednesday, nonstop. So I'm still going to talk about it, even though it was created and founded in on September 10th. But like I said, they are honoring it through the whole month. So I'm going to talk about it. So it was found in September 10th, on September 10th, but they have incorporated within a month. And yeah, let's just get into like why is it important to help others as well as children, because I'm really big on children. If you're new here, I'm really big on children because children are precious. They're innocent, you know the saying, like they didn't ask to be here and stuff like that. And it's our duty as the older generation and generations ahead to protect them at all costs. It just hurts my feelings so bad when you hear the stories, children harming themselves or getting harmed by others, child abuse, neglect, and things like that. It is very, very hurtful because they need support just as much as us. Within this case, I'm talking about suicidal prevention for everyone, but I want to highlight before I go deeper into, everyone, is that if you know somebody or you are having these thoughts, they are hotlines out there. There are places for you to go to get the help that you need. I understand it takes time, it takes patience, you do it when you are ready to, but just remember that if you know someone that's going through this, help them. Give them the help they deserve. If you're going through it, take your time and get the help you need. But in this situation, I feel like get it now. I'm not pressuring you, but I want you to be safe and also be very careful because things like this, the rates are just getting high and high as I see it. And now it's getting higher when it comes to the children. So, like I tell people all the time, like if you know something, say something, go to a hotline, give them some type of help, whatever you got to do to help them from getting into that mindset. Help them as much as you can, regardless, if it works or not. Just always, I'm just the type of person that I don't want that on my conscience. Because if I know something, I'm like, okay, I'm not going to let it sit and ride. I'm going to have to do what I have to do to help them, regardless how big or small the issue is. At times, it's going to trigger us, but it's like, I'd rather know and help as much as I can rather than knowing and then having it on my conscience and then do anything about it, if that makes sense. Excuse me, y'all. I think I'm getting a little sick too, so... Oh man, let's get into it. Oh, what the heck? Okay, let's get into it. Sorry, y'all. I turned my the headphones, the mic, make that sound. So I'm sorry. So let's get into it. What is National Suicide Prevention Month and what are the primary goals and activities? So, National Suicide Prevention Month is a time to raise awareness of mental health issues and to provide support to those who are struggling with thoughts of suicide. Activities include promoting mental health awareness, providing education about mental health issues, and offering resources to those affected by suicide. The goals of National Suicide Prevention Month are to ensure the stigma of mental health issues, ensuring people to seek help, and create a supportive environment for those struggling with suicidal thoughts. So, example, the Suicide Prevention Resource Center hosts an online community that prevents support and resources to those in need. To further these goals, National Suicidal Prevention Month encourages individuals to reach out to their family and friends as well as seeking help from professionals. Ultimately, National Suicidal Prevention Month amends to raising awareness about the impact of mental health and creating a safe space for those who need it. So basically what I said, summarized it up, what I had said before we got into it, is that, National Suicidal Prevention Month is a time to help awareness when it comes to the mental health, because mental health is very, very crucial. And that's why I have transferred, just the vibes of just talk about any and everything, transferred it to focus on mind and body as well as soul, because the mental is very important. Your mind is racing 24/7 when you're up, when you sleep, everything, until it's time for you to go. That brain is racing, it's thinking, it's doing a lot of things. And when things trigger us, affect us, or, it hurts us so bad, it's on our mind. And at times it's hard to get rid of it. It's hard to deal with it. It's people out here that are able to, something happens to them. They're like, all right, it is what it is. versus others, because I can speak on this too, it takes a minute. Sometimes some time for us to even let it go and even find ways on how to deal with it. Especially when it comes to things that hurt us badly. And at times most of the things that hurt us the most allegedly is family, friends, community, staff, professional, personal and professional life. Let's just say it right there, just to categorize so you just don't, leave anything out. You have your personal and professional life. At times that can drain you mentally. People say it drains you physically first, but it drains you mentally first before it drains you physically. And within these things like this, it is one of the biggest issues that most of the time is impacted with suicidal. As well as, like I mentioned, with children, most of the time, for them, allegedly, it's either professional, and that would be for school, because, bullying is a really big issue. And if you're new here, I did talk about bullying because I think a while back, I don't remember what month it is, they did have National Bullying Prevention Month also. And I spoke and said, you have to be careful what you say and how you treat people, because you never know what somebody's going through. And at times, as like I said too, as a kid, I've been bullied before. It either broke me or made me who I am. And I'm going to say it's 50-50, because at times, we still have the moments in our lives, I will never forget what that person said. And sometimes it hurts us to the core, or it's like it hurt me, but it didn't hurt me that bad. And then most of these scenarios, the reasons why they have these prevention months is to help encourage people, as well as letting people know that, hey, we're here to help you. We're going to get you the help you deserve, as well as, like it mentioned, the National Suicide Prevention, the Suicidal Prevention Resource Center. How now, thank God for technology, people are either doing sessions online or in person or hybrid. You see your counselor, therapist, social worker, whatever, sometimes in person, sometimes online, or fully online and fully in person. Having these resources to also help you to prevent things and feeling some type of way, or do it, just it helps you in general. It's one of the things that helps out a lot. However, like I said, at times, if you know something that's going on with someone or yourself, please get the help you deserve right away. Please get the help that they deserve right away. Because the goal is to help people with these issues that they're going through within their mental health. The whole reason for this is to help people understand that right now, I feel as though, just put it out there, it's not your time. And it's been so many times I've read stories and people lose their life so short. Like, life is too short for one, but people end their own life so shortly due to things that people do or say. And that's why I always tell people to be kind to one another at times, because you never know what somebody's going through. Yes, if you want to have a little jokey joke here and there, but you got to be careful. You got to know who to joke with and who not to joke with, especially within these cases. You know how the saying goes too, the people that's always so bundle of joy and stuff, check up on them, because they go through problems too. And I've seen some people that were so happy, the happy-go-lucky people, and they turned out to lose their life so soon. It's sad, it's hurtful, it's very, very emotional. And that's why it's important for us to come together to help not only children, but us as adults to understand that, the adults, younger adults, elderly, whatever, it's our duty to come together to help each other and let each other know that we have each other. We're going to raise this awareness to help impact not only your mental health, but also ours. And also creating that safe space. Number one rule, especially when you do counseling, social work, and stuff like that, you always let the people know that you're their safe space. They can either agree or not to agree to it, but you always have to make sure you are big on that confidentiality, because things like that are so big. However, within our profession, if someone is trying to hurt themselves, harm others, or a child is harmed, we have to report it right away so it don't escalate before they leave this room. before they leave the room. I said this room, but before they leave the room, period. So it's the overall of what National Suicidal Prevention Month is. It's overall to a ways of to raise awareness to prevent suicide thoughts, feelings as well, letting the people know that it's okay to talk to a friend, talk to a family member, and also talk to professionals when it's your time to. However, I tell people all the time, and I tell myself too, if I know something and I don't feel right about something, I'm going to help it, and I'm going to help them in whatever way I can, especially to help them get the help they deserve before it's too late. So just keep that in mind. Help them before it's too late. Because you don't want to, hear that and be like, dang, I could have helped them. And you feel guilty and it be on your conscience, and then it mess up your mental, So next we're going to talk about who is affected by suicidal and mental health issues, and what are the key organizations and individuals involved in suicide prevention. Point blank period. Everyone is affected by suicide and mental health issues. We're human. We go through this. Like I said, children all the way up to elders go through suicidal issues as well as mental issues. We all go through it. Not just one person, not this one, that. We all go through it. No matter what you look like, what you believe in, how you identify, all that. We all go through suicide and mental health issues. Organizations such as the World Health Organization Center for Disease Control and Prevention and Mental Health America are working to increase awareness and support individuals struggling with mental health. Professional organizations such as the American Foundation for Suicide provides resources and support to those often affected by suicide. These organizations are working to reduce the stigma associated with mental health issues and suicide, as well as to provide resources to those struggling with mental health issues. They are also working to advocate for better mental policies and access to mental health services. So, for instance, the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention is actively working to pass legislation at the state level to increase access to mental health service. And additionally, they are working to educate the public on warning signs of mental health issues and the impacts of seeking help, as well as the importance of seeking help as well. So impacts, and also trying to help people understand the importance of why it's needed for them to seek the help. So in this way, they are helping to create a more equability and healthier society. So just to summarize with this one, like I said, we all go through suicide and mental health issues. Children on up to adults and elderly. We all go through one or the other, or maybe both. And this is why they have organizations out here that are willing to let you know and others know that, hey, we're here to help you. To the point where that they're trying to make it to the legislative branch, which is very, very, I feel like, important, because like I just read to y'all too and told y'all, certain people cannot even afford to get the proper care that they need, because insurance is a big issue here in the United States. Yes, everything you have to get service for, you have to have insurance, point blank period. Or sometimes, going to free places also help too, but sometimes people need more access and need more, resources to get the help they deserve to help them with their mental or physical well needs. So with this being said, when I was doing my research, I like the idea that they are fighting to get this to help people that are going through this, because it's needed. It's needed. Like most universities, hospitals and stuff, or clubs, and whatever the case may be, or the community resources, they offer free support. However, many people want more. Sometimes they just have but so much. At times they need more. And it's okay. Because the more and more they need the support, the more and more it's going to help them, so they can prevent from having these thoughts they had, prevent them from, as they say in the health and human service world, help them from going relapsing to this issue. And that's the main agenda. If you need more resources, if you know somebody need more resources, let us know so we can help them as much as possible so they don't go back into that stage that they were to relapse. At times people do relapse, and sometimes people, relapse once or twice or three times, and they understand what's good and what's not good for them. It all takes time. But I'm going to tell you, it don't happen overnight. Nothing happens overnight, especially when it comes to your mental health. It doesn't happen overnight. It takes time. And this is why it's people out there that are willing to educate and work with the public to help not only just people that are not in the health and human service world, but people that are working in all different types of areas to help them. If they see or get a glimpse of someone going through things, they'll help them, train them on the mental health signs, the warning signs of, okay, they might have a panic attack, they might about to X, Y, and Z, whatever the case may be. And I feel like this should be mandatory, not only just in the health science world, but also in every aspect, engineering, journalism, everything, because we're human and things can happen at any given time. And sometimes I always tell people too, we got to prevent burnouts. We got to prevent having the burnout. We got to prevent us from getting burnt out so fast. Even though it happens, but it's our duty to help others as well as helping ourselves to prevent us from having these mindsets and leading us to either having those mental health episodes or the suicidal events as well. So everyone goes through it, and they are organizations and individuals that are involved within the suicide prevention effect. And they're willing and they're pushing and they're navigating. They're doing everything they can to make sure that you and the people are getting the proper care and service that you guys deserve. So take advantage of it. I understand it takes time and patience to do it, but do it before it's too late. Do it before it's too late, because you don't want to be sorry about it. Take your time, it's okay, but do it before it's too late. So where can people help find and resource for suicide prevention, and where are events and activities for National Suicide Prevention Month taking place? So people can visit the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline website to find resources and local events. So like in your hometown or whatever, they're everywhere. They say it's globally, so it's everywhere. I gotta check for Baltimore because it's necessary and it's needed. And now I'm going to make it known also within my classes, because we all go through things. And they always tell us, people that are working in the health and human service environment, we also need to get help too, because we also go through things. We also have our moments as well. So the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline can also contact people can also contact their local authorities or mental health organizations for more information as well on where can people find help and resources for suicide prevention. Additionally, many nonprofit organizations often offer support for those struggling with suicidal thoughts. These organizations can provide counseling, support groups, and other resources to help those struggling with suicidal thoughts. They can also refer individuals to local resources and organizations that can provide further assistance. So, for example, the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline is available 24/7 and provides free and confidentiality support for people in crisis. These organizations can also provide a safe space for individuals to discuss their thoughts and feelings without fear of judgment or criticism. Additionally, they can provide resources and referrals to help individuals find professional help if needed. Furthermore, these organizations can provide individuals with resources and referrals to help them find the support they need to make positive change in their life. All in all, these organizations offer invaluable assistance to individuals in need of help. So where can you find, basically where can you find it? You have the National Suicidal Prevention Lifeline website. And most of the time they say this is local. You can find resources within your hometown or wherever you feel is best for you. And also there are local events. You can also call, like I said, hotlines are very good too. 24/7, they're open 24/7. It's confidentiality and it's free. So those are very good too. Also, you can look in your neighborhood, your community, and see if they have any nonprofit organizations that are incorporated with helping people when it comes to their mental health, as well as helping to prevent people that are going through suicidal thoughts or having whatever thoughts going on, because it's important. And like I said, we all need the help that we deserve. We all need to make sure that we're good. We all need to make sure that us as a whole is taken care of, because we're human and we go through the most difficult times in our lives. But we also have to keep in mind too, the children, we need to protect them at all costs, and we need to show them that, hey, I'm here for you. You're here for me, because they can be here for us too. Children motivate me to be where I'm at now, because I understand how it is to have those thoughts of, feeling insecure, depressed, anxiety, and X, Y, and Z. And that's why, even if you're not, like I said, or, not in the human and health world, whatever world you're in, just keep in mind that you're in your role for a reason. And your role is if it's dealing with people 24/7, you have to give nothing but good vibes. And if you're an OG, y'all remember, good vibes only. Because that's the motive, is to have good vibes. At times, we're not going to have good vibes. So we have to keep that in mind, that we need to spread positive vibes. Because the more and more negative it is, the more and more it makes people want to lash out, crash, and every other thing every other thing else in the air. So, like I say all the time, if you know somebody or you're going through it, don't be afraid. Take your time as needed, but don't wait so long to get the help you need, because you don't know how much one meeting, one interview, whatever the case may be, session can help you and impacts your life so much. As much as you commit to keep going and going and going, it's going to help you in the long run. Take it from somebody that is working in the health and human service world, but also getting help too for their self, to prepare, only not to prepare for the world to come, but also to help me, because I'm human. Yes, it's my duty to help my clients solve their problems, but I'm gonna have to solve mine too, and I have to be prepared for what's to come, especially working with children. It's hard, especially where I'm from, hearing the stories and seeing. It's hard. So we got to buckle up. We got to prepare ourselves to, hey, we got to help them, as well as elders, adults, everybody. We have to help each other. But the kids is one thing on the top of the list that we need to protect at all costs, because they're the innocent and they cannot have consent for themselves until they turn 18. I feel like even if you are 18, before you hit 21, you still need to be protected. It's getting so tough for me, y'all. I'm trying not to cry because it hurts. And this is serious. And it's our duty to help. It's our duty to put our differences aside and help. Because you never know how much one call, one session, one little thing you could do can help somebody as well as yourself. I'm going to keep on stressing it until y'all understand, like, this is serious. This is for real. This is not a game. This is not a joke. This is life. And a lot of people took their own lives due to personal or professional criticism, impacts, or experience. And this is why it is important to observe National Suicide Prevention Month. And it's why we should reduce the stigma around mental health and seeking help, because the National Suicide Prevention Month is an important opportunity to spread awareness about mental health issues and to ensure people to reach out for help. Reducing the stigma around mental health will help us create an environment where people feel comfortable talking about their struggles and getting the help they need. It will also help create a more supportive and caring society. Mental health issues are often misunderstood and can lead to feeling of isolation and shame. National Suicide Prevention Month helps to spread the message that mental health is an important part of health and well-being, and encouraging people to seek help without fear of judgment. So, for example, the Suicide Prevention Resource Center, also known as SPRC, offers resources such as toolkits and educational materials to help individuals organize and to communicate with communities to take action to prevent suicide. The SPRC also provides tips on how to identify and respond to signs of suicide and where to go for help. Sharing personal stories about mental health struggles and receiving and recoveries can help profound impacts on reducing stigma. When individuals open up about their experience, is normalizing the conversation around mental health and ensuring others to do the same. This collectively sharing fosters empathy and understanding, making it easy for people to seek the help they need without fear of being judged. By openly discussing mental health, we can create an environment where everyone feels comfortable seeking help without fear of judgment. In this way, we can create a society that is more aware of mental health issues and is better equally to provide necessary support to those in need. So, like I basically just said, it's important to, I don't want to say put it down people's throat, but it is important to educate and let people know that this is serious. Anything involving your mental health is serious. Anything that's impacting your mind and body and soul, mind, body, and soul is most definitely needed to be explained. It needs to be out there. It needs to be stepping stone. It needs to be out there, point blank, period. Regardless of how big or small it is, we need to put our differences aside and help each other. Because you never know how much, I'm going to keep on saying it, how much help you can help on a person, as well as input, impact, empathy, whatever the case may be on someone, especially within yourself. Because I always tell myself, I feel like at times I preach so good, but I don't practice what I preach. But now I'm slowly but surely is going to practice what I preach because I'm human too. And it's my duty to also make sure that I'm good, as well as making sure that my clients are good 24/7. At times they're not always going to be good, but it's my duty to have the solution to their problem. It's my duty to make sure that they're getting the help and justice that they deserve. It's my duty to make sure that they're comfortable as well as they are standing tall and firm when it comes to me and being honest. That's one thing too. Going, even just trying to go to these places, like go to counseling, group counseling, or just going to see somebody, period. You're going to have a lot of fear. You're going to feel isolated. And sometimes we do feel embarrassed because people always say, you can figure it out. At times we can't figure it out. That's why we need to go to people that, went to school, got their license, everything for, because they know. We just know but so much. At times we need to lean on somebody. We need to lean on somebody else. Take it from a person that was afraid of going to see someone. Take it from a person that was afraid of asking for help. Take it from a person that was afraid of speaking up for themselves. Every day, slowly but surely, I'm learning how to get over those obstacles so I can embrace this into my clients and let them know that regardless of how big or small the issue is, or how big or small, whatever's going on, how you feel, express yourself. Because you have a voice for a reason. Whoever you believe in gave you that voice for a reason. You don't want to keep hiding in the background. And you also got to keep in mind that you're there. Let them know that you're there. Let them know that you're here. Let them know that I'm willing to help you. I am going to help you. Regardless of how long it takes, we're going to get this together. Because they need to know that someone's there for them. Because like I said, at times people feel embarrassed. People feel ashamed as well as judged. If you work in the human and health service, we're not we're not going to judge, because that's not, we're not supposed to do that. When you take that oath on willing to help people, the number one rule is to not to judge, because that can make somebody even more look at you like, how you gonna help me but you judging me? You know, if I wanted to do that, sometimes people be like, if I want to do that, allegedly I could have talked to my family or my friends and let them judge me all day. But in this case, especially when it comes to suicide prevention, don't be afraid to speak to someone, have a group session, whatever the case may be. Don't be afraid to just ask for help. Don't be afraid to find the help. Sometimes the help might come to you. But I always tell people, find it before it's too late. And also, like I say, if you know someone that's going through something, please help them as much as they can, because as much as you can, because it's needed. We all need the help that we deserve. We all need someone in our corner. We all need support in any type of way. You got to have a village to get through things. No matter how many people in your village, because it don't take one person to be the mastermind of most things. It takes a team. There's no I in team. Y'all know the rest. But in this situation involving your mental health with this big global issue with suicide, the whole goal is to prevent this. And the way that we're going to prevent this is, if we know someone or within ourselves feel like we're going through these things, we're going to get the help we deserve before it's too late. And this is also to people out there. I'm not going to be judgmental, but I'm going to tell y'all, don't judge nobody. And if you're new here, I always say, don't judge a book by its cover. If you haven't took the time to sit down, open that book up and skim through it. If you like it, keep going. And if you don't like it, close that book. And that goes for people too. Don't judge them. If you never had the opportunity, a chance to sit down and have a conversation or two with them. If you did have a conversation or two with them and you just didn't feel that way, it's okay. Let them know in the nicest way possible and keep it moving. But if you do like summary of their vibe or the energy, keep talking to them, because you never know how much of an impact that can put on you, but on them as well. So I say this to say, please be nice to each other. I know at times it's hard, but it's nothing wrong with just showing a little compassion, and not being negative. Because that can also impact your attitude. Attitude is one of the biggest things also. So within this Bible today, it was very touchy. It was very hard. I try not to go in deep mode because I can go on and on. But I just wanted to get the main points out and the main reason on why this is important. It's important to spread suicide prevention because, like I said, the numbers for children is going so high than adults. It's our duty to be there for each other. It's our duty to help each other. It's our duty to do whatever we can for each other. No matter how big or small it is, we all need someone. You all need someone. Everybody needs somebody to help them, guide them, push them, whatever the case may be. Maybe if it's friends or family or someone that you don't know and you become very close with, or professions as well. We have to keep in mind that life is too short, but we have to think of ways on how to impact, let alone embrace others and ourselves, to let us know that we gotta live every day like it's our last. Even though you don't want to think like that, but at times you have to. But I always say you gotta live every day like it's your birthday. Do it like it's your B-day. You gotta do things like, you gotta do every day. You gotta live every day to feel like it's the best day of your life. Okay? So we're gonna close out with this quote, because I've been slipping on the quote of the day. Suicide prevention is everyone's responsibility. We must take action to ensure that people have access to the resources they need and that they know they are not alone. Together, we can create a culture of support, understanding, and acceptance. Okay? So, as always, if you're new here, and to the OGs, I wish you guys nothing but the best. Please keep in mind that we need to come together and ensure people that they have access to help, regardless how big or small the issue is or their feelings are. To let people know that we're here for them. To also assure people that they are here for a reason. But overall, just display positive vibes. Be nice to each other. Be kind to each other. And stop being mad at each other. Because you never know how it can impact somebody. Take that time to apologize to people. Sit down, have a conversation, whatever the case may be. Because life is too short. And you don't want to walk around and regret and fear and have that on your conscience and your chest. If you knew, hey, dang, such was going through this, I could have helped them. Or I'm going through this, and then you don't want to turn left. You want to keep turning right. And you want to also help people navigate as well. You don't want nobody to be sidetracked on the side of the road, especially when it comes to this big issue with suicide. And the whole goal is to prevent, to prevention, as well as when it packs with the mental health. So I say this to say, please be kind to one another. Please love on your people. Please love on yourself as well. Please practice on self-care. And also don't be afraid to see a specialist when it comes to getting the help that you deserve. Please be safe out here. Please keep your guard up. Please keep your eyes on the prize. Please love on one another. I'm going to keep on saying it. Please just love on one another and yourself. And as always, please, please, please be there for someone and let somebody know that it's going to be all right. Because we're here. I'm going to help you. You help me, okay? How you say you scratch my back, I scratch yours. I think I said it wrong, but y'all know. Be there for one another. Let each other know that we're going to get through any obstacle that's in your way or that's coming your way. Okay? You guys will hear from me next Wednesday. And as always, please be good, do good things. If you're going through a bad time, it's okay, it's all right. There's always a rainbow after the storm, and that is a sign to show you that beautiful things are happening and everything that you've been manifesting and praying for is coming slowly but surely. I love you all. Please be safe out here. Be nice. Love on one another and love on yourself. You guys will hear from me next Wednesday. Bye.